All right. Hope everyone can hear me okay. I know I sound a little bit like a dead fish right now. I apologize. Currently recovering from COVID on the like really back end of this whole thing. I'll make a story about that another time. Not really a story, but a video. I really want to make a video on that because it was not what I was expecting. I got my ass handed to me. But this story, I guess, is more of like an experience, and I wanted to make this in honor of Valentine's Day because this actually is one of the good things that have happened to me when it comes to not relationships but dates. Like, this was the first real date I had since me and my ex broke up 2 years prior to this date, which is now, I think it's 3 years now, which is crazy. But it was so real to me, and I thought it would be a little funny story, instead of all this negativity that's been going on and all of these embarrassing stories. I just tell you guys a little W for once. I'm sure that if maybe you won't enjoy this. I don't know. There's no script to this one. I'm just going off my memory. And yeah, so let's get started with this. Be like a mini podcast today. So we met at my work. I can't say where, just in case. But yeah, we met at my work. I saw her as she was coming in. Actually, she said hi to me, and that really stood out to me because no one says hi to me ever. I do carts where I work, so I get the carts outside and that kind of stuff. And I was outside, gave her a nice little wave, and before I finished giving her my wave, like, I saw her already saying hi. And I was like, hi. Like, I didn't know what to do. It was some act of kindness that I've never seen before. And she goes inside, and I'm thinking about it for a little bit. I'm like, that's never happened. Like, that's really cool. She just made my day. And I think an hour or two goes by, and it's towards the end of my shift. I'm going inside, and guess who I see getting some Starbucks? I'm like, oh, okay. So I say hi again. I give her a nice little wave. I don't say hi, but I gave her that nice little wave. She has her mask up, but you can tell, like, when people smile, you know how their cheeks kind of go up? Her cheeks were up. Her eyes were a little bit squinty. She waved back. And I was like, what the fuck is this girl doing here for 2 hours? She doesn't even have anything. Like, she bought nothing so far. So as I'm going to clock out, I actually noticed she's looking at me, like she's watching me walk out. And I'm like, all right, I need to make a move right now because this girl is insanely pretty, and she was honestly, to this day, she's one of the prettiest girls I think I've ever not only met but seen in person. It was just very pretty lady. And I was like, all right, you know what? After I clock out, I will go up to her and I'll give her my number. So I clock out, and I'm going out back onto the floor. I have my backpack and stuff. I actually also put waffles inside of the waffle maker because I was hungry, and I have waffles in my hand, and I'm going out, to get a piece of paper to write my number down for her. And then I realized, shoot, well, number one, we don't have any paper here. Not any, like, free paper available to me at the time, at least, And number two, I don't have a pen. Number three, I'm not going to go up to her with waffles and ask her for her number. I'm going to look like a loser. So I'm eating the waffles at first, and then I see her in the grocery aisle. And we make eye contact again. And I'm like, fuck, what do I do? So we didn't wave hi that time. We just, like, kind of smiled at each other. I went back into the break room, and I threw away the waffles. And then I went up to the front desk at guest service because I work at a retail. And I got a notepad and I got a pen. I wrote down my number. I put my name at the top with a smiley face. I was terrified because I've never given a girl my number ever in my life. Not in person, at least. My ex, I actually never gave her my number. It's really weird. We met each other through Kick. So, God forbid. Lord have mercy on that relationship. But, but yeah, I wrote down my number, put the smiley face and everything. And then I'm like, all right, well, I know where she is. Last time I saw her, she was in grocery. So here's your plan, Chance. You're going to go up to her and you're going to be like, hey, I thought you were really pretty. Here's my number if you're interested. Like, just wicked simple, wicked easy. You can't fuck it up. You can't mess it up. And I'm like, all right, I can do this. Like, I can do it. I text my friends, my very, very close friends that I love very much. And I was like, guys, pray for me. I'm about to give this girl my number. And then I go ahead, I go to the grocery aisle, and she's not in the same spot. So now I'm like, God damn it. Like, where did she go? So I'm looking around, and then I see her. But there's people I know, like, right in that aisle with her. So now I'm like, oh, man, what is going on? Now I have to wait for these people to move so that I can make my move. And if I get denied, at least it won't be in front of people that not only that I know, but that I don't like, because they're little, they're not the greatest people in the world, not gonna lie. So I'm like, all right, you know what, fuck it, I'll just go to the next aisle and then I'll wait. So I did that. Other people passed. I did a little U-turn, and she was going into the next aisle now. So now I'm like, ah, damn it, I gotta go into the other aisle. Went into that aisle, went up behind her, actually. I didn't mean to. It's just she was facing the other way, and tapped on her shoulder, turned around, had a coffee in her hand, said hi, and I forgot everything I wanted to say. All I did was hand her this piece of paper and say, oh man, what the hell did I say? I think I said, here you go, you can have this if you want it. And I tried dipping. I tried running away. And she's like, wait, like, you didn't even tell me your name. So I was like, my name's Chance. What's your name? Or no, I think I said, my name's Chance. Like, how about you? And I'll say your name because it's not anybody knows, and I don't even know this girl very well. Oh, silly me. And she's like, my name's Victoria. So we shake hands and we smile. And then I'll be like, all right, well, feel free to text me later if you'd like. And she was like, okay. And I was like, hell yeah, baby. I did it. I'm not a loser anymore. I got this hot girl's number, and I'm about to get a girlfriend. So I was really happy. And I leave work, kind of sad I didn't eat my waffles, but very happy I finally got a girl's number. And actually, believe it or not, after I got her number, she left shortly after. So in my head, I was like, she literally waited to get my number because she was going to ask me, and didn't have the guts to, like I did. Well, not the guts, but the anxiety gets to you. So then I go, I'm out in my car, and I'm cycling through my phone to play a song. And that's when I see her go to her car. She's looking around. I figured she was trying to look for me, see if I was around. Gets in her car, leaves, and then I'm like, all right, you know what? Sick. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm feeling good. Why not? Why not go to the gym? So I go to the gym, and I think 30 minutes go by, and I don't get a message. So now I'm getting a little bit worried, and I'm like, all right, you know what? She's probably on her way home. Maybe she lives a little bit away, or maybe she's still driving. So I'm like, all right, whatever. 30 more minutes go by, and now it's been an hour, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I think I just got ghosted. So I text my friends, and I'm like, you know, I gave her my number. Everything seemed great, and doesn't look like I'm getting a text back. And I end up going home, and I'm a little bit sad, but I'm happy I gave her my number because I've never done that before. And 2 hours go by while I'm at home, and I finally get a message from her. So she texts me, and she was like, "Hi Chance, this is Victoria. We saw each other at," and I'm like, "Hey, I'm sorry I didn't stay and talk. I was really tired." Like, that was my, to be fair, guys, listen. I just worked a 4 to 4, alright? That shit's exhausting, and I was doing that like fucking 5 days a week. It's really, really draining, and the whole reason I did it is actually just so I could be up front, because they wouldn't let me be up front at that point in time. I was stuck in the back, which, by the way, sucks ass. If anyone does it, I'm sorry, unless you enjoy it, but like, that sucks ass. It's very depressing, especially at 4 in the morning. Anyways, so she goes, you know what, that's alright, you completed your mission. And she puts this fucking like sunglass emoji, you know, the one that's smiling on. Then I was like, "Dad, I did. I'd love to be able to sometime," as in talk, you know. And she goes, "We totally should," with a smiley face. And I think she said that the next day. No, 3 hours after we texted. Yes. So then we came up with plans. I'm not going to go through all that kind of stuff. I just thought that was kind of cute, the way that we were texting at first. So we go through plans, and eventually we settle on getting some coffee and going for a walk at the park. I mean, what better first date, right? And I'm really happy because I never expected something like this to ever happen to me. So the day comes. I think this is about a week or two down the road. She was a bit busy. I know we had to reschedule once because she was in like California or something like that. Somewhere nice where there was beaches. The day we had planned comes, basically, and I'm ready. You know, I'm kind of excited that this time I didn't have my car, but I did have my license. So I drove my stepmom's car because I love her. And I'm not going to say stepmom, actually. I'm going to say second mom. I drove my second mom's car because she let me. They knew that I had a date coming up. And this was the one day I didn't want to get a car, specifically because of this whole day. I was so psyched for it. I leave at around 11 o'clock. The place, she lives about an hour away. And I can't say. But yeah, she lives an hour away. And we kind of meet in the middle, I guess. Technically, she lives like an hour and a half away. But we only went to a place that was like 45 minutes away from me. So it's like half and half. And we go to Dunkin' Donuts. We get a coffee. You know, basic stuff. And then she's like, "Alright, so do you know how to get to the park?" I was like, "Honestly, I have no idea. You should probably send me the GPS because I am very dumb and I will get lost." And she was like, "Oh, you can just follow me out. Like, it's okay." And I was like, "Alright, I mean, that works too. Let's pray to God I don't lose you." And she started laughing. So we pull out and we go to the park that's like 5 minutes down the road. I mean, it really wasn't that far. And then she has her dog with her really cute dog named Cooper. Cooper was the name. And this dog was a big boy, very lovely. We brought him out and we just started walking around the park, talking to each other for a little bit. I'm not gonna obviously go into conversations, but we were really just getting to know each other a little bit better, you know? And some time goes by. Cooper's getting like exhausted. He has no water. So she's like, all right, why don't we go back? I'll get him food. I'll get him water. And then we can talk by the cars. Like we can lay down and we'll talk by the cars. And I was like, all right, that sounds awesome. Like, hell yeah. So we go back and she gets him some water, which she had in like a hydro flask, so it was cool as well. It was a hot day during summer. And I think she had food as well, but I could be wrong. But anyways, so the dog's all set now, and she left him in the car with the AC on because it was hot, with the windows down as well, so don't worry. Just in case like he started barking, we'd be able to hear it. We were right there. We were just in front of the cars. She gets 2 blankets out. She lays them down. And actually, no, I'm sorry. She got 1 blanket out. And we laid that down. And we both just laid next to each other. We just stared at the sky for a good 30 minutes before we said a word to each other. And I think it's kind of funny because I'm very socially awkward. I don't know if she is. But I feel like she had a little bit of social awkwardness to her, you know? So we laid down, and then 30 minutes go by, and eventually we just start talking and getting to know each other a little bit more. And then I forget how we got to this topic, but we got to this topic about like dreams. Not like, what's your dream? I mean like, what did you think about last night while you were sleeping kind of dream. And it was really wild because I was not expecting this from her. She told me that, I don't think I should tell you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, like, I'm not going to judge you. I really don't care what you were dreaming of. Like, mine was something stupid. Like, I'm pretty sure I was just chilling and then all of a sudden I got shot and now I'm bleeding, but now I'm not, and I'm Spider-Man now, and just a lot of crazy shit happens in my dream. So it's probably something like that. And she was like, all right, I trust you. You're not going to do anything. So I had a dream where me and my friend got really sexual, and we were using dildos, and I was like, oh my god, where did this come from? I did not see this in you at all. I didn't say that, obviously, but that's what I was thinking. I was like, what the fuck? Like, did I just land a freak? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I was psyched. So, she's going on about this dream, and I'm like, hell yes. And I'm like, oh wow, like that's some kind of dream he got there. She's like, yeah, I guess so. And then I was talking to her about how, I'm usually very socially awkward, but I just saw her and I thought she was so damn pretty. And the fact that she was there for 2 hours felt like a sign to me to go up to her and ask for her number. And she was like, yeah, I was there so long because my mom asked me to go shopping. And I did, but I was also high. So I was like forgetting everything and just kind of staring there and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, all right, that's fair, I guess. I thought that you were there because you wanted my number. So I guess it was just right time, right place, for me at least. And she's like 24. I'm currently 20 and a half. The half is very important. I'm going to be 21 soon. And she didn't believe I was over 18. So she asked me to show her. Well, she didn't ask me to show her ID, but she was like, yeah, I don't really believe that it's just hard to believe that you're over 18. So I was like, I can show you, don't worry. So pull up my ID and I show her, and I'm like, I'm sorry, like I just wasn't sure. You have such like a cute face. It could go either way. And it was just that was something really cute to hear, It's kind of things like this. Then I think that's the only bizarre conversation we had from it. The rest was pretty much normal. I think we were just sitting there laying down for an hour or two. I do not remember off the top of my head. And then that much time goes by, and she's like, all right, should probably start heading home now. Cooper's gotta do his stuff and be home. And I was like, all right, yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. Like, that's awesome. Thank you again for hanging out with me today. Like, I had a blast. I hope you did too. And she was like, yeah, I really did have a great time. We'll have to do this again sometime. I was like, yeah, for sure. Text me when you're home. Let me know when you're free again. We'll make something work. And she said, all right, that sounds great. So getting in our cars, and then I look over and she's smiling at me. She's waving goodbye. She said, good luck on getting a car, because I did tell her about that. I'm not going to lie. And I was like, thank you. The car I ended up getting was a piece of shit, but I got a good car now, I think. It's falling apart on me, but it's better than the first car. So anyway, so we drive off, and that was pretty much the first date, and there was no second date. I know that kind of sucks, but things don't work out in life sometimes with people. I was just really happy to finally meet someone that seemed like a good person. She definitely had a few red flags. I mean, she was definitely freaky. Like freaky. Possibly emo freaky. She didn't look emo, but she had that vibe to you, I know this video it's long and it's drawn out, and you might be a little bit bored, so I'm gonna throw in music as recommended by my friend Buddha. Buddha, if you're watching, you're welcome. I finally put music in a video. If it gets copyrighted, you owe me money that I wouldn't make anyways. So, but yeah, if you're wondering what ended up happening, we planned to talk about a second date, and we were, and then I just got ghosted. I'm not mad about it though. Like I said, I was just happy to go on this one date with her. She seemed like a nice person. I'm sure she just found a dude that wasn't an hour and a half away from her, that wasn't a weirdo, that wasn't a dork. All those great qualities about me. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it was just, that's how life is. But it's still a good time to look back on. It was a good day for me. Good little week or two of the little love bugs. But I wanted to share it in honor of Valentine's Day today. Technically, yeah, it is actually. I'm recording this at 12th. So it just turned Valentine's Day not too long ago. You'll be getting two videos today. You'll be getting this one and the diss one, which that's the story time. This one's the podcast. And yeah, I don't really think there's too much else to say. Relationships definitely are not the easiest thing in life. I have not been in one since 2019, and maybe I'll discuss why in another video. I don't really know. That's something I haven't talked or went into depth about to really anyone besides one or two people. And even the people I have talked to it about, I haven't told everything. It's a long story. And it's not like a funny one. That's kind of where all the story times come from. It's something funny. It's something bizarre. It's something stupid. I'm not going to tell everyone sad stories. It's not what I'm here for. I'm here for positivity, all right? And thought this was a really good way to do it. I hope you enjoyed this kind of story, more so like an experience of getting to love again. Not getting to love, but getting those butterflies again after not having them for so long. I had them once for another girl. We didn't work out either. Maybe that's for another story time. That one still hurts. But yeah, this wasn't a hurtful experience. Just a fun little thing. If you guys like this kind of stuff, I'll do it more. I really do want to start doing a little more of these, because writing down the scripts take a lot of time, and then I have to revise them and all that stuff, and then I got to record, and then I got to go to work, and then I got to edit, and then it's not a lot of free time there, even with 2 story times a week. Then I got the video game Wednesdays, and then I got possibly more stuff on the way. Like, I don't know yet. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little mini podcast. I'll call it podcast episode number 1. We'll see how everyone liked it, what people didn't like about it, and we'll go from there for the next podcast episode. Maybe it'll be next week. Maybe it'll be 2 weeks from now. I'm not too sure. But thank you all for tuning in. It's been a good 30 minutes, maybe a little bit less for you, but that's how long I've been recording for. So thank you all again. Hope to see you soon. Be safe. Stay smiley. Stay positive. If you're going through some tough times, just know it's going to be all right. You have people that care for you. Even if you don't feel like you do have people that care for you. So take care of yourselves. Love you guys. Until the next one.